The sun has set on Rome. Its last golden rays have retreated from the ancient stones of the Vatican. Now, a profound stillness descends. The great dome of St. Peter's Basilica stands as a silent silhouette against a sky of deep indigo. The vast square below, usually bustling with pilgrims and tourists, is empty. Only the soft, rhythmic splash of the twin fountains breaks the quiet. It is a world holding its breath. The air is heavy with anticipation. A sense of history, of immense weight, presses down upon this sacred city-state. Something is ending, and something new, unknown, is about to begin. Deep within these fortified walls, a life is drawing to its close. Pope Leo XIV, the Vicar of Christ, the 267th successor to St. Peter, is dying. The news has not been made public, but here in the heart of the Church everyone knows. The reign of Pope Leo XIV was not without its storms. The greatest of these was the conflict with one of his own cardinals, Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, a man from the Philippines, a man with a different vision. Tagle spoke for the poor. He preached a church of the poor, for the poor. He believed the vast wealth of the Vatican, its art, its gold, its property, was a scandal, a betrayal of Christ's message. He argued that these treasures should be sold. The money used to feed the hungry, to house the homeless, to heal the sick. This message put him on a direct collision course with the Pope. Leo XIV saw the Church's wealth differently. To him, it was not a private fortune, it was a sacred inheritance, a cultural patrimony belonging to all of humanity, held in trust by the Church. The Pope had won. The fortress walls were secure once more, but the victory came at a cost. It created a deep wound within the Church, a wound that never truly healed. Then the unthinkable happens. On this solemn night, as the Pope's life fades, something escapes the Vatican's impenetrable walls. It is not an official announcement, it is a leak. A document scanned and sent into the digital ether spreads like wildfire across the globe. It is the Pope's spiritual testament, a handwritten letter addressed not to the world, but to the College of Cardinals. It was meant to be read only after his death, before the doors of the Sistine Chapel were sealed for the conclave. Its premature release is a revolution. The document is astonishingly personal. This is not the voice of a monarch, it is the voice of a man reckoning with his soul. He begins by asking for forgiveness, not just from God, but from the members of his church. The content is explosive. The most powerful section of the letter is the Pope's confession. It reads like a prayer. He writes, "I have been the keeper of a great museum, but I fear I have forgotten that the Church is a living body. I have guarded the treasures on the altars, but have I listened to the cries from the streets? I stand before God not as a king with his riches, but as the rich man from the Gospels who feasted while Lazarus starved at his gate, and I am afraid." The words are a dagger to the heart of his own legacy. He speaks of the deafening silence of our gilded halls, and the cold comfort of our ancient rituals. It is a poetic and devastating critique of the institution he led for so long. He is dismantling his own throne stone by stone in his final hours. The letter builds to its dramatic climax. After confessing his own perceived failures, the Pope turns his eyes to the future. Then comes the moment that makes the world gasp. The Pope names a name. This is unheard of. A Pope does not choose his successor. The Holy Spirit, working through the College of Cardinals, does that. To interfere is to break with centuries of sacred tradition. But Leo XIV, on his deathbed, does just that. That man is Luis Antonio Tagle. In my pride I exiled the very man who embodies the future of our Church. The endorsement is absolute. It is not a suggestion. It is a declaration. Tagle is the man for this hour. He is the leader I was not. The news hits the streets of Rome like a bolt of lightning. In the working-class neighborhoods, in the immigrant communities, in the soup kitchens run by nuns, there is an eruption of joy. For them, Cardinal Tagle is a hero. He is their voice. In the Philippines and across the developing world, the reaction is ecstatic. For so long, the Church has been seen as a European institution dominated by Italian and Western concerns. Tagle represents a shift in the global center of gravity. But inside the ancient walls of the Vatican, the mood is very different. Among the old guard, the powerful cardinals of the Curia, there is shock, disbelief, and fury. Whispers of conspiracy begin immediately. "This is a coup," says another. The chaos of the leaked letter solidifies the battle for the papacy into a contest between two men. two titans who represent the two opposing souls of the modern Catholic Church. On one side stands Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle. On the other side stands a formidable opponent, Cardinal Robert Serra of Guinea. The choice between Tagle and Serra is not a choice between two personalities. It is a choice between two completely different futures. Will it be a field hospital for the wounded, as Tagle advocates, or will it be a fortress of faith, as Serra's supporters would argue? These are the questions that hang over the Vatican. The stakes could not be higher. The destiny of 1.3 billion Catholics hangs in the balance. The coming conclave will be more than just an election. It will be a battle for the very soul of the Catholic Church. And so the world waits. The news networks have set up their cameras in St. Peter's Square. Pundits and experts offer endless analysis. The faithful are divided. Online, arguments rage. It is a papal election for the digital age, fought out in public with a ferocity never seen before. And it is being decided behind the locked doors of the Sistine Chapel. All they can do is watch the small chimney atop the chapel and wait for the smoke. Will it be black smoke signaling that no decision has been made, or will it be white smoke announcing that a new pope has been chosen? A world holds its breath, its eyes fixed on one small chimney, waiting for a puff of smoke that will signal the dawn of a new era or the return to an old one. The future is unwritten. The silence is deafening. Please subscribe to our channel History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content.